been turned white as we are high above snowy GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in KC. Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds. The 50 inside the 45.
At the 42-yard line.
Come on, set. Watch out now. 50 feet, check right.
Ready. Walker now on 1st and 10. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. This defense for the Chiefs, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running left is Walker. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Trying the left side with Walker. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header. Say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then we got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's got some space here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 75 as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate that wasn't picked off.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the point.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman. from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Going right back to Fant. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They go play action here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And they get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow is still continuing to fall as we are back underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Being chased out left. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take it over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. The pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just said about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, this could start getting a little more interesting.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
The throw over the middle taken in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 31 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. That is taken in by the tight end, Fant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
18 yards there, down to the 18, and a first down.
Let's go now. Right through.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when you're... And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. 2nd down and inches. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. Good look.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the...
That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On the move to his left. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Down. Field, left. Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by David Long. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Interested to see what they dial up here. Third and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Mahomes now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal. Good.
And my goodness, another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mahomes going to throw it here.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that, being a safety.
And my goodness, another interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
First and 10. Here's Mahomes. And now here is another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And the tight end goes in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going right back to Fant. And he has a big gain inside the 40.